guys, welcome in to the Spice is Right Monday night. Tonight we are going to make some Texas cheese enchiladas. And what's going to be different about this, there are several kinds of cheese enchiladas in the state of Texas. And the region, you know, Texas, we could be our own country if you think about it. We're huge.
Texas, we could be our own country.
So we've got North Texas, like north of Austin, they put cheddar cheese in their enchiladas. South of Austin, they put American cheese, not so much Velveeta, but a quality American cheese in their enchiladas. So we live a little bit south of Austin, but I grew up in South Texas, which used American cheese. But I'm here to tell you, I lived in Austin. I lived in Dallas. I've lived in Lubbock. I went to college in Lubbock. I prefer cheddar cheese in my enchiladas. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. And we're gonna make, instead of just a plain chili gravy, which is a brown gravy, we're gonna add meat to it. So it's gonna be a chili beef gravy, okay? So let's get started. We're gonna make that. And I'm also gonna make a really, really quick salsa for y'all that anybody can make. It's canned tomatoes, it's canned rotel, it's a little bit of fresh cilantro, fresh onion, a fresh garlic clove, and fresh jalapenos if you choose to use them. Super quick. We're gonna fry some chips too. So let's get with it.
Let's go. Good evening, everybody. Hey, Michelle, Red Wagon Bakery has already hit you up with over 100 lightning bolts.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Michelle's another great creator. Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. on Food Talk TV. So y'all please get up early and catch her. Hey, Chelsea, good evening. Hey, Sherry,
hey,
good
y'all.
to see you. Thank y'all all for coming in.
All right.
Hey, Adelinda, how are you?
Hey,
welcome
Adelinda,
in,
welcome
everybody.
in.
Hope everybody had a great Monday. Hey, Linda, how are you?
We had a great Monday. It's greater now that it's 5 o'clock. After 5, I mean. It's obviously not 5 anymore.
Oh, so Michelle said Wednesday morning they are making pumpkin chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Doesn't it? All right.
That sounds so delicious. Okay, so how we're gonna get started with this chili sauce, that's the first thing we gotta do. You keep it over there, babe.
Okay.
This is the first thing we're gonna do, is get started with this chili sauce. And it's just some ground beef. And I'm using some ground beef that I already had open. And I'm gonna put it in a pan. This is a half a pound. But guys, let me tell you something. This recipe that's on Food Talk TV already is to serve 4 to 5 people, which is a normal family size, I imagine. But I'm making a half recipe, so you don't need to follow me specifically. Go check out the recipe on Food Talk TV. That's for a family. This is just for Mark and I and our doggo Truett.
That's
He's
right.
gonna have an enchilada, Mark's gonna have 2, and I'm gonna have 2.
Can't leave Truett out. Hey, good evening, Mississippi meets Georgia.
Hey, how are you? Welcome in,
The
guys.
awesome Food Talk mods. And hey, Taylor, how are you? Thanks for sharing the live.
Thank you.
And welcome in, everybody. And like Melissa said, this recipe is already on the FoodtokTV.com website.
It is, and it is on there to serve 4 to 5 people, like a typical family. This can double or triple. I would just tell you straight up, be very, very careful with the salt content. Where's my meat masher?
I would guess it would be in there.
I would guess so too.
Unless it is in the dishwasher. So,
I doubt it, but we can see.
hey, good evening, Samantha Abear. How are you? She said, hello, Louisiana here.
Hey, guys. Welcome in.
Thank you for coming in, Samantha. We appreciate you watching us here on Food Talk TV tonight.
Sure do.
Hey, Diane, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey,
So,
Diane.
thank you all for coming in tonight.
So I've got this ground beef, which is just a half a pound. You guys, like I said, I'm just making for 2 people. So you go to Food Talk TV and get the recipe, okay? This is just for 2 people, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing it on my little quick induction burner and my cast iron skillet, because everything's better in cast iron. It may not be pretty, but it is good.
Hey, there's Maddie Hart's Baking.
Hey,
Maddie, how are you?
Welcome in.
And Laurie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you coming into Food Talk TV tonight, finding us. And you're watching Melissa. She's going to be making some awesome Texas cheese enchiladas tonight.
Yes, and guys, if you're not following Food Talk TV, I would recommend you do, because we got multiple creators that are on a couple of times a day. We're always adding new creators. If you're interested, go check out the profile or their bio, and then it tells you how to submit an application. And also, if you're interested in following me, follow Melissa Murd.
Yes, I will pin your name up there. And yes, we appreciate you finding us tonight. And since you found us, please give us a follow. We greatly appreciate it.
So what I have here, I use 80-20 beef. I don't know what other people use, but I use 80-20. You do want a little bit of fat. You do want a little bit of fat in this meat. I do not have any bacon grease. Can you believe it? Those of you who are following me know that that is like an incredible oddity that I don't have any bacon grease saved up, but I don't. I will be frying some bacon grease.
I'm sorry, Taylor. I didn't mean to interrupt your pen. I didn't see you pin it until I already hit that. So my apologies. Thank you for doing that.
I usually use bacon grease in my enchilada sauce. I just put a little, like less than a teaspoon, but it does give it good flavor. I don't have any bacon grease, so that's not happening tonight. But that is a good thing to add. I wouldn't do the whole thing bacon grease, but I would absolutely add just a touch of it. And then I'm going to add something at the end that's going to really, really be interesting, and it's probably going to spark some conversation.
Conversation starters are always good.
Yep, sure is.
And of course, I know I mentioned Michelle, Red Wagon Bakery, a minute ago. Taylor, the Mustard Queen, is in here. Her show is on Food Talk TV on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Central.
And she is the GM of Food Talk TV, guys.
Yes, she is.
She is the big dog Spanky for Food Talk TV, and we appreciate her greatly.
Hey, Rachel, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, Rachel.
All right.
Great to see you here. Thank you for coming in since we talked about that Saturday evening. Hey, Pam, good evening. How you doing?
Hi, Pam.
Great to see y'all. So.
Yeah, I'm a dump cook, not a dumb cook, but a dump cook. So I did have to put measurements up, right, on Food Talk TV for those of you who don't know. I would say season everything to your liking. I added probably a little less than a half a teaspoon of kosher salt, but you know, it's up to you. I usually use sea salt, but I have my kosher salt out, and that's what I use. That's the sign of a good cook, guys, or somebody that's creative. You use what you have on hand, and you make it work, and sometimes you make it better.
Absolutely, and thank you, Natasha Santana, for the follow. We are very glad you found us here at Food Talk TV and appreciate the follow. Because,
yes, and please check out all of our creators.
Absolutely.
And everything.
Yeah, we're on every day of the week.
365 days a year. If Christmas falls on a Monday, guess what? Y'all can have Christmas with me. How about them apples? Yes, you can.
That's right. In a lot of days we are on multiple times a day. So you have plenty of opportunity to find a wonderful number of creators cooking various type meals.
Yep. We named our show The Spice is Right. I tend to cook a whole lot of food that is Mexican in origin or Tex-Mex in origin, but I also do other foods. I've done a lot of other foods since we've been on here, but it always has something interesting. It always has something interesting. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to do an African dish from Nigeria. I'm very excited about.
Yeah, Rachel was asking tonight, what are you making?
We're making some Texas cheese enchiladas with a beef gravy. Now, if you guys, okay, so I've got my Easy Bake over there, preset for 400 degrees. I've got my deep fryer set over there at 350 degrees. Well, no, my Easy Bake's at 400. My deep fryer's at 350. I'm just gonna drag those tortillas. That's a restaurant hack, guys. We're gonna soften our tortillas. That's very important that you soften tortillas because they're not pliable. Corn tortillas are not pliable unless you microwave them or fry them. And I personally like to give them a good run through some hot oil.
Yeah, she is doing meat right now, Rachel and everybody,
This
for
is
the...
going to turn into a sauce.
Exactly, and she's also going to be doing a blender salsa. She says very easy and quick to make.
Easy and quick.
And then she's also going to be deep frying some corn tortillas for chips. Yes, Felix, you certainly can get it at the store. Melissa likes to use her own, what she gets out of cooking, bacon grease.
I do.
And grease, absolutely.
You can use bacon up too if you want to. But
Yeah.
I make enough bacon for Mark. And now I'm just adding pepper. You guys add it to your taste. It's just regular black pepper. Usually I do fresh cracked, but in the gravy, I don't need a cracked pepper. I'll just use regular.
Maddie said he loves enchiladas, but he only likes them with flour tortillas.
Well, that's okay.
Absolutely.
There's no rules saying you got to use corn tortillas.
That's for sure.
There's no rules about anything if it's in your kitchen for sure.
Exactly.
The rule is what you want is what you're going to have.
Rachel said yummy.
Good,
The
awesome,
menu
guys.
tonight, yes, it is going to be delicious.
All right, you see this, guys, right here? This stuff that's kind of stuck on the bottom. Let me get my roux spoon out. This is a fond building. You know what that's going to do? When I pour beef broth in it in a little bit, after I toast my seasonings I'm going to put in here, that's going to create a depth of flavor that you cannot beat.
Say it's not so, Michelle. You're over pizza. No. I could eat pizza every day, I think.
Not me. I love pizza, but I get over it. We just made pizza last week on our Paisano, and I'm good for a week. All right, so now I'm going to turn this down a little bit because you guys can see that my meat has cooked. I'm going to add a little bit of onion here to cook with it.
Please, we'd appreciate any shares of
share, please, guys.
shares of our live tonight. We'd greatly appreciate that. And if y'all can tap the screen for Melissa, show her some love and support. So we are glad everybody's here. But yeah, if y'all can show a little bit extra support in that way and share with your friends. And
yeah, share with the top 10 people on your friends
give
list.
her some tapping support.
All right.
As I say, if you're not tapping, you're slacking.
Yeah, if you're not tapping, you're napping.
Yeah, napping. Napping's a better one. I like that better.
Yeah, if you're, what is it? If you're not talking, you're stalking.
Yeah, exactly. So love
All right.
that.
So I'm just gonna add just a little bit of onions to my pan here. I just did a really rough chop. This is very rustic. It doesn't have to be precise. Don't worry about it. Shoot, cooking's fun. That's why I don't bake. My friend, Michelle, on Red Wagon Bakery, she bakes, and I'm like, oh girl, I will trade you regular food for your baked goodies. Cause let me tell you something, Mama ain't got that kind of patience.
Y'all guys are awesome. Everybody's sharing the live. Thank y'all so much. So Maddie shared, Money Love, thank you for sharing the live and coming in tonight and watching us. Maddie shared with a couple people. Kelly shared with more than 10.
Thank you, guys.
Rachel shared. So, hey, Babs, good evening. Another wonderful Food Talk TV mod. So, thank you, Babs, for coming in. And thank you, Rachel, for more shares. And hey, there's Birdie also. Hey, Birdie.
What's up, Birdie? We're making some Texas cheese enchiladas with a beef gravy.
Yep, Birdie and Babs, two awesome Food Talk TV supporters and mods.
Absolutely.
So, absolutely. Hey, Shay Shay, good
Shay
evening.
Shay.
How are you, Shay Shay? Talk about another great home cook. That is Shay Shay.
Shay Shay is excellent home cook. I'm sorry this is so loud, guys. I'm using my roux spoon. I love my roux spoon.
And Shay Shay, thank you for sharing the live with a number of people. We appreciate that greatly.
I know this is loud. Mark, that music's not very loud.
Yeah, it kind of died out, didn't it? Let me go fix that.
All right, so we've got onion cooking in here now. And then what we're going to end up doing is adding some beef stock in just a little bit because I want to toast first. I want to toast my seasonings. And the seasonings we're going to use are chili powder, we're going to use onion powder, we're going to use garlic powder, Mexican oregano, and cumin. Okay, so I've got those all right here. Chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, and some Mexican oregano. And I'll say it again, and I say it all the time. Mexican oregano, it's not like regular Italian oregano. Don't let anybody tell you any different. They're named different because they are all different, like basil. There's Italian basil, there's holy basil, there's Thai basil. They're all different, or they have the same name. Okay? It's like I'm a Melissa, Taylor's a Taylor, and we're different. Same thing.
That's right. So, hey, thank you, Brenda Cedillo, for coming in tonight and joining us. Bab said Cook Life has a new pan you can put in the dishwasher.
What?
That's awesome. And who's spreading that rumor about me, TX-Roll? He said, Mark, you used to have an afro?
Yeah, he did. And that's way
I don't know where you heard that.
He's way before he met me, because that would have been a gnar.
Hey, good evening, Monica. Good to see you, Monica. Another excellent home cook down the road from us in San Antonio.
Half teaspoon of hi, Monica.
I bet this is one of Monica's favorites. She wants to know what you're cooking.
I'm making some Texas cheese enchiladas with beef gravy. So that was a half teaspoon of onion powder. Now guys, don't forget, like I said, go to FoodtokTV to see the recipe for a family recipe. This is a recipe just for me, Mark, and True. Okay? So I'm making a lot less. So when I say I have a half teaspoon, guys, you're gonna put a teaspoon if you're cooking for more than 2 people.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Cast iron pan you put in the dishwasher, huh?
That is amazing.
Awesome.
Oh, let me tell you something too, guys. 10-second cooking school. 10-second cooking school. When using Mexican oregano, you want to make sure that the amount you use, you put in your palm and you rub it. That releases the essential oils to flavor your dish.
Awesome. Great one. Great tip. So, hey, Shirley Wars Country Cooking, good to see you. Thank you for the chili and for the ice cream cone.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, FoodtokTV creators. How are you doing, Andrea?
Andrea.
She is making Texas cheese enchiladas with a beef sauce. And she is also going to be making a blender salsa.
It's super quick and easy.
Yep, and then she'll be deep frying corn tortilla chips.
We're going to do some stuff while the enchiladas are cooking, right? What the heck happened there?
Well,
That's some loud music. Good song though. All right, so another key is you want to let your spices toast a little bit just to bring it out. Ooh, it smells good. I call it blooming your sauces. Ooh, blooming your spices. It smells so good.
Oh,
this is gonna be good.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Amanda Panda, good evening. Thank you for joining us. She said, what was the tip, please? She didn't catch it all.
So when you use like fresh oregano that comes in leaves, it's dried, it's not fresh, but dried oregano, it's not a powder, so you want to put the amount you want in your hand. Like if it calls for half a teaspoon, put a half a teaspoon in your hand, rub your palms together, and then let it go. It releases the essential oils. All right, we're gonna use some cumin. Let me see, not cumin. Where's
Yes,
my cumin?
welcome into you too, Burrell Lane. Thank you for coming in. Thank you all for joining us tonight on Food Talk TV. If you're just tuning in for the first time, please give us a follow. We'd appreciate it.
This is whack. I had cumin earlier out sitting here. You know how I prep everything.
Yes. Did you unprep?
I don't know what I did, but I don't see any cumin out here.
So.
Not cumin.
Yeah, but if you are new to Food Talk TV and you just gave us a follow, we do have creators that make wonderful dishes, such as Melissa, go on every day of the week, a number of days, multiple times a day. So you can
Pepper, garlic powder, chili powder.
catch great people every day of the week, 7 days a week.
And my cumin has gotten up and walked off. Kind of amazing. Cumin is one of those, I remember Daddy, he did not like cumin, but guess what? I do. Mark does. It's very important in Mexican cooking It is very earthy and delicious, and I'm going to be really angry if I can't find it because I had it. Oops, look, it fell down. It's back here.
Ah.
Oh my gosh, I was
There
getting
you
really
go.
mad.
Well, you knew it was around here somewhere.
Yeah, because I had it sitting down. Okay, so now we're going to add cumin, and it's going to be delicious, y'all.
Hey, Heather, good evening. Good to see you. I hope your dad is doing better. Thank you, Taylor, for sharing the live. And as Taylor said, please tap the screen and share. We would greatly appreciate it. So
We do. We appreciate everything and anything anybody can give, or just tap the screen. You don't have to give a gift. Just tap the screen out of support. And you guys, please follow me. I go on 3 or 4 times a week. I'm always on Monday night on Food Talk TV, but you can follow me under MelissaMurd also.
yes, and we'll pin that as well. So Babs thought you got a haircut.
I didn't. I washed my hair and dried it. That's kind of funny, I know.
I envy Melissa terribly. She can get up out of bed and her hair will be perfect. And I can't do that.
Well, that's okay. That's okay, because you can do a lot of stuff I can't do. How's that? All right, so we're going to just let this cook just for a little bit. I've got water that I just boiled over there, and I'm going to make some beef broth. That's why I want to be very careful with the salt in here. Yeah, it does not have a lot of salt because I'm going to add beef broth, and the beef broth I'm going to use, I have just this Knorr beef flavor bouillon. Guys, high sodium. Be real careful with this, okay? And it calls for a teaspoon per cup. 1 teaspoon per cup. So, I'm fixing to do that.
All right. So Amanda Pena, thank you for the follow as well. I know you had the question earlier. Well, thank you for the follow and coming in tonight, finding Food Talk TV. Hey, good evening, Vicki. How are you, Vicki White Brewer? Good to see
Vicki,
you.
how are you? Welcome in, ma'am. Thank you for being here.
We appreciate all of your followers coming in as well.
Yes, you guys are awesome sauce.
Absolutely. And Kathy Kitchen said another lady that cooks tried out that new cast iron pan.
Yeah.
The one that can go in the dishwasher.
Yeah. And how'd it go?
Let's see if I thought
That's
she said
very
something below that.
interesting. I really am interested in that.
Yeah, I would like to know. So how I don't know if they've gotten results yet, but that is awesome. Yes, if you could please let us know, Kathy Kitchen, that'd be great. And thanks for coming in.
Okay, guys, real quick. There's not a lot of grease. Can you show this? Can you show the skillet?
Yeah, that's what they're
There's
seeing.
really no grease in here.
Yeah, there's not. Absolutely
There's really
not.
no grease in here. And I'm going to add a little bit of flour. I don't know what I'm adding it to, but just a little bit. You're going to add more if you're cooking for a family.
Okay, she did say, it, of course, being dishwasher safe, she put it through the test making cornbread.
Oh, that's a big test.
So, Babs said pageant is awesome on everything. Maddie loves Nora too. I know how much you do.
Oh, I love Knorr. I have, well, the only flavor I don't have is the shrimp. But I don't make enough shrimp dishes to really require it. But I like the low sodium Knorr the best for chicken. But I wanted to use beef because we're cooking with beef, and I adjusted the salt. But guys, one thing you want to make sure you do, when you add flour to anything, you want to make sure you cook it off. Okay, I am going to put a couple of squirts. You see this? This is my oil squirter. I'm going to put a couple of squirts of vegetable oil in here. That's probably less than a teaspoon, just so it has something to adhere it to the meat. Because goodness gracious, there is no grease in this 80-20 beef, and I've never seen that before.
No, there's not. I'm going to attest to that.
Goodness gracious, that smells delicious.
Okay, I pinned Melissa's personal TikTok up there, so if anybody would like to give her a follow,
Yeah, please do. I
that
love
would be
it.
appreciated. So Kathy Kitchen says she thinks the name of that was Love Life. We'll have to check into that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Absolutely.
It's interesting. It's going to take me a whole lot to get rid of my grandmother's iron skillet stuff.
Yeah, thank you for letting us know that, Kathy.
I'm going to tell you something, too. Mark will tell you. He looks at me and I'm like, don't you touch it. Don't you touch my iron
Nope.
skillets.
That's right. So, thank you, Hubert the Jeep, for the heart me. We appreciate you coming in tonight, as we do everybody. spending time with us tonight here on Food Talk TV.
Okay, guys, what I just did, thank you, Hubert, for coming in. What I just did, though, guys, was added some beef stock to the pan. And we're just going to cook it down a little bit. You can see it's already starting to thicken. We're just going to cook it down a little bit. I may have to add some more water, but let me taste it. We're definitely not going to add any more salt. We're not going to do that. It's not too salty, but I don't want it to get there because you guys know as we cook, right, things get saltier as they cook down and reduce.
Hey, Rick, how are you this evening? Good to see you. And hey, Jeff, keeping it real in Philly, how are you?
Hi, y'all.
I know I just saw Taylor posted below. Yes, Melissa is making Texas cheese enchiladas.
Thank you,
with
Taylor.
A beef sauce. And also she's going to be making a blender salsa, which is very quick and easy.
Yeah.
And then she's going to be deep frying some corn tortillas for chips.
So you guys can see it's already setting up really nicely, right? You can see the sauce is setting up. Look, you can tell. Look, we're going to draw a line across the spoon. You don't see any leakage going down, right? So it's like making gravy, and that's one of my favorite things to do. Some of you that were in the other night watched me make from cookthisforme.com. Somebody had requested that I make a country fried steak. I'm gonna add a little bit more water, guys. Somebody asked that I make a country fried steak and gravy and mashed potatoes and mixed vegetables, and I did that. And I'm gonna tell you something, what took the longest was to get the gravy perfect. But I'll tell you what, that's one of the best meals we had in a good long time.
It was great. It was awesome. So thanks to Rick for suggesting that. And if any of you want to request a dish that Melissa can make, or anybody here on Food Talk TV,
absolutely.
Go to Cook This For Me. It's Cook This, the number 4, me.com, and you can submit your request, and you can, if you want to ask for a particular creator to do it, you can. If not, somebody will pick it up and be happy to do it. Absolutely. So please do that, because we love suggestions and requests. So, hey, Brandy, thank you for sharing the live. Appreciate that.
Oh, my goodness. All right. That is pretty fabu. Now, this isn't on the recipe I have. So, sometimes you just have to, like, improvise. Yeah? Am I right? We do. We improvise.
Yeah.
That's what we do, man. That's the thing about cooking. You improvise.
Thank you, Kelly, for posting that.
On the recipe on Food Talk TV, let me tell you, this is some pico de gallo that I have. I just think it'll set it apart. I had that left over from tacos that Mark brought, and I'm just going to throw that in there because let me tell you something. We're senior citizens, and we don't waste anything. Money is a precious commodity in this home.
Thank you, user, for sharing a live. Home Cooking by Tim said, love the way that works. And Maddie said he has never used cast iron before.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Maddie, do yourself a favor.
So what are the advantages of using cast iron?
It holds its heat well. It's just a great cook. I mean, I've got a cornbread skillet here. I'm so proud of my cornbread skillet. I've got so many cast iron pans, it's ridiculous. And I love it. I also have $500 pans, but I love my cast iron. Look at my cornbread skillet, y'all. I'm telling you what, I can put cornbread in there. I don't even have to grease it. It comes right out. Nothing goes in this skillet but cornbread.
Of course, cast iron's going to last forever.
Yeah, and you can pass it down. This is grandmother's. I'm cooking in my grandmother's. I mean, it's just the way to go.
Yeah, and
it's heavy duty. You can cook with it outside. You can put it. Sorry for the noise, guys. You can put it on an open fire. You can put it on a Blackstone. You can put it on your grill. You can put it on anything. You don't have to worry about it. The only thing you have to worry about is no rust, and you want to take care of it. So when you're through cooking in it, you wash it. You wash it. And I honestly do. I use soap and water, which is a major no-no to a lot of people, but I say, it was good enough for my grandmother. It's good enough for my mama. It's good enough for me.
Right. Tim also mentioned flavor.
Yes,
is
flavor,
another
Tim.
benefit of it. And Kathy Kitchen said she loves the cast iron pans.
Yes.
Thank you too, Taylor, by the way, for the lightning bolts. Appreciate that. Thank you, everyone, for the gifts tonight. The gifts that y'all donate to Food Talk TV help us do what we do every day, bring these awesome creators' food creations to you all.
Yep. We love it. We love it. We love it. Okay.
Right, Taylor said, it doesn't break, you break things with it. That's right.
That's right. And I'm telling you what, I told Mark, I said, you misbehave. I used to play professional tennis. I've got a mean backhand, and this skillet right here will take care of everything.
Right, exactly. Hey, good evening, Rebecca. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Bab said that's a beautiful skillet.
Thank you. Okay, so I got my gravy going. I'm pretty happy with it. We're going to go a little bit longer, but y'all see what I'm talking about? 10-second cooking school. When you're making a sauce or a gravy, the best way to know if it's thick enough to cling to your food is you turn the spoon over, you draw a line, and if it holds, it's good enough.
Yeah, the other thing Taylor mentioned, you know, obviously cast iron lasts forever, super durable and non-stick if you treat them right.
You got to treat them right, just like wives, Taylor, right? They're super durable. You just better treat them right.
There you go, touche.
So my recipe that I'm using calls for some acid. So you guys know you've got to cook with multiple flavors, but you've got to incorporate all the flavorings. So it calls for either 1 teaspoon of lime juice in the sauce, right here. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna use some buttermilk. That's acid, is it not? It is. I've always put buttermilk or milk in my enchilada sauce. Always.
So, hey, good evening, Fire Mom. Good to see you. Fire Mom also had a comment about the cast iron. She said it'll cook more evenly as well.
Yep. And guys, there's no other pan in the whole wide world that cooks better a pizza if you're going to cook it upside down pizza than a cast iron. I'll tell you that. All right, so we've got our oven up to 400 degrees, which is what we wanted.
Yeah, Tim said that was a great tip on the sauce.
Thank you. So it's up to 400. This is going to cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Now what we need to do, I'm going to turn this down just a titch. I am just using a small pan. If you're doing a family recipe, which is what's on Food Talk TV for 4 to 5 people, you're going to use a 9x13 and do 12 to 16. I'm just going to do 5, and I'm just going to put it in a pie plate for us. And I have it spritzed with oil, okay? But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go over there and I am going to fry real quick, because you can shallow fry or you can microwave your corn tortillas. But, you know, let me show you. Corn tortilla is not pliable. When you just pull it out of the container, it's not pliable, right? You're going to break it if you try to roll it. So you got to moisten it somehow. So you can like put them in a microwave for 30 seconds, or you can do it the traditional way, which is what I'm going to do. And some of you know I used to have a restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, so I kind of know what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it in the deep fat fryer really quick. Okay, it's just going to be in and out. Or you can shallow fry in a skillet, like count to 30, pull it out and drain it. Okay, I'm just going to go woo, woo, woo in a deep fryer because it's up to 350. So it's not going to take long. And then we're going to commence with the rolling of the enchiladas.
Don't y'all love Melissa's sound effects?
I know, Mark does.
We always get a good portion of them on Melissa's lives.
He loves my sound effects.
I do, so I'm going to...
Yeah, come join me.
Yes, so Vicky said she cooks her cornbread also in a cast iron pan.
Yes, ma'am. Crusty,
Catch up on some of these, yes.
Delish. All right, so what we're going to do now, I've got some corn tortillas cut up over here that we're going to make chips out of in a minute. But I am just going to drop, let me get a tong real quick. I'm just going to drop this in the oil super quick. And I'm going to throw it right out. And it's not going to take long.
While you're doing that, Grandma's Lean, thank you for the follow. We appreciate you coming in and following Food Talk TV. Thanks, Rick, for sharing the live.
Woo!
And Taylor had a quick question. She said your Food Talk TV recipes feeds 4 to 6, correct?
Correct. I'm not feeding 4 to 6. I am feeding me and Mark and Truett. Truett gets 1, Mark gets 1, or Mark gets 2, and I get 2. Which means I get 1 and Mark gets 3. If y'all can do that math. That's what that means.
And Truett with any leftovers.
Yep, if there's any leftovers. And guys, normally, if I wasn't gonna fry chips, I would not have even bothered to warm up oil like this. I would have just done it in a skillet. All we're doing is getting them pliable.
Thank you to Teresa Stanton for following Food Talk TV tonight. We appreciate all of you that have come in this evening and watching Melissa make some Texas cheese enchiladas.
All right, so these are done, these are ready, and now we're gonna roly-poly them, and then we're gonna fry chips here in a minute.
Maddie said he makes a whole 9 by 13 enchiladas for himself.
There you go.
Keeps the leftovers, eats them all.
There you go. That's good for you, because that's excellent. I just don't have that kind of appetite anymore, to be honest.
Yep. Hey, good evening, Texas Paralegal. Thanks for coming in. She said
Woo,
some
doggy.
people do it in the sauce.
Yep, some people do, and that's fine too. There's no wrong way. I'm just giving you the way I do it. There is not a wrong way in the world. You do what you need to do.
Hey, Melissa Hollywood, how are you?
Hey, Mark was just
Good to
asking
see
about
you.
you, sweet friend. I'm
Yes.
so glad you're here.
Oh, that was a good question, Maddie. I see you got it answered. Fortune to the victors.
All right.
That is a creator network that has, I believe, about 1,300 people in it currently, and not just food creators. It is a variety of different awesome creators. Hey, yes, Melissa, how are you? Melissa Hollywood, great to see you.
So good to see you, sweet friend.
Fire Mom does have a question also.
Yes.
And I know the answer to this one. Do you reuse your oil?
Yes, I do. I usually, after I'm through and it cools down, I will strain it because oil's really expensive, as you guys know. And I fry a lot of stuff because, yeah, we're Southerners. So now, guys, I'm just going to grate some cheese really fast. And I'll put those in the enchiladas here shortly. And guys, I want to tell you something. There is a better cheese grater out on TikTok now than this one. I can promise you that.
Hey, good evening, Savage. How are you? Good to see you, Savage.
This one gets stuck a lot. It's got a bigger hole and everything. It's great.
Yeah, I hope you had a great trip, Melissa. Melissa told me you were on a little vacay. So I hope so. Yeah, Pam did mention that you filter your oil after using it. Hey, Fran, good evening to you.
Hey,
How you
Fran.
doing tonight? Good to see you.
Hi, friend. We're making some good enchiladas, my sweet friend.
And thank you for the gift, Melissa. We appreciate that very much.
Thank you, Melissa.
The lightning bolts.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, a little bit more cheese, please. Always. Let's go.
Hey, Caroline, how are you?
Hey, Caroline.
So Melissa is making Texas cheese enchiladas tonight. And
With a
she's
beef chili gravy.
There's the beef chili gravy over there. She's grating some cheese right now, as you can see. And then she's going to be making a quick, simple blender salsa.
Yeah, very simple. Anybody can do it. So simple. Anybody can do anything, guys. You guys need to quit telling yourself you can't do something.
Yeah, and she's going to be deep frying some chips in a minute. Yeah, I can tell you that thing is hard to clean.
I can tell you right now, I'm buying the other one. Because
It
this
is-
gets so stopped
Yeah.
up. And the other one comes with all the blades that are so fabulous.
Oh, hey, there's Yes Quince.
Oh, DS Quince, I'm using that skillet again, sir, and there's not a thing on the bottom of it.
Nope, we checked it after you left Saturday night after she...
After I washed it,
Yes.
after I poured the hot gravy out of it.
Yeah, there are no branding on it or
brandings.
anything.
So I don't know what that means, but I know that I love it and I'm using it again.
Oh, Taylor had a tip. She said, tell you to turn the grater the opposite way to get it unstuck.
Uh-huh. That's a good tip. That's a
That
dang
is a
good
good tip. Hey, that's a good 10-second.
Yeah, you do a 10-second cooking school on that, Taylor.
Exactly.
Taylor Rose.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so here's our gravy, guys. Here's our gravy. Look at that. Can you imagine with melted cheddar cheese? Get out of here. All right. So some people like onions, some people don't. And if you're a don't, then don't put them in. I'm a do, and we're going to do it. All right, so we're going to roll one enchilada, though, because Truett does not get onions, extra onions, because there's some onions in the sauce. I'm an anti-onion for your doggo.
Melissa Wood says she loves the fresh grated cheese. And, hey, Lori, good evening. She said, gotta be super cold.
Yep, it is super cold. All right, so here, this is Truett's. Truett's is going to be over here on the far left. That's Truett's. Now, Mommy and Daddy with the onion. Mommy and Daddy like the onion.
So, Dia said sometimes too much seasoning gets on the bottom of the skillets where you can't see what they are.
No. I make love to my iron skillets.
Yeah, but he said, you can identify them at times by the handles in the bottom.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I think this one's so old.
I don't know what the heck it is, but I'll tell you what. I scrubbed the heck out of it for that exact reason. And because, friend, you asked me, I scrubbed it. And I did not.
Yeah, Melissa does make love to it. Literally.
That is on my baby.
Yeah. So Maddie asked, who is Truett?
Truett is my sexy dog. He is my bestie in life. Go show him Truett.
Yeah. I'm surprised Maddie hadn't heard about Truett as much as... There he is. He is owned by his BFF, Peanut. They are BFFs.
He does not like other dogs.
Chilling.
He will kill somebody that goes after one of his cats.
He loves the cats, especially Peanut. They are BFFs, literally.
All right. So what I've got going on over here, honey? Do you want to come over here?
Yes.
I am just stuffing these up with some good old cheese. Gonna put a little bit of onion, and Mark and I really like onion, so I put a little bit more than a little. All right. And that's okay, because we're kissing each other. We're not kissing you guys, so no worries.
Hey, good evening, Doughboy. Paul's in the house.
Paul, what's up, friends?
Yep. Melissa's spouse, other half.
Michelle's spouse.
Or Michelle, I mean, yes.
You're my spouse.
Yes.
Did you trade me off?
No.
I know you like baked goods,
So we got both the power couple in the house, Michelle and Paul. So good to see you too, Paul. So Diaz said it might not be too hard with that spout in the handle, but to ID that one maybe online. Truett getting a lot of comments.
Oh,
compliments.
True, make true.
Thank y'all.
All right, guys. So as you can see, I am not shorting these enchiladas any cheese.
No.
Or onions. Why would I? All right. Ooh, that's a fatty. All right, here we go. All right, so that's one in the pan. So what I did, guys, was I greased the pan. Like I oiled the pan, then I put a little bit of sauce in the bottom.
Take a look-see.
Now, guys, if you use the recipe that's on Food Talk, that is for 4 to 5 people. I'm just making enough for me, Mark, and Truett.
Right. Hey, good evening, Ellie Mae. How are you? I know you've been in our live before. Nice to see you here. Our shows, Ellie Mae, the Food Talk TV shows, are right about approximately an hour long. And sometimes, depending on what is being prepared and made, they may go over a little bit, but you're looking at an hour and maybe a little bit extra, depending on the creator and the particular entree.
All right.
That beef sauce looks great.
Thank you, babe. All right, so now we're just going to sprinkle some extra cheese on here. That's what I'm talking about, peeps. Peeps! Peeps!
Paul said, geesh, yummo.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Thank you, Melissa, for sharing the live. Kelly said, yum.
Thank you, guys. Y'all are so sweet. And hey, we just got that extra cheese, so to heck with it. Let's just go.
Birdie said, if it's Taylor, it's a 2-hour show. I won't touch that one.
No, but you know what? It's always worth it, though, right?
It's okay.
It's
yes,
so
absolutely.
Worth it. She and Ryan just make my heart sing. I just love them.
Absolutely. Maybe 3. So, thank you also, Marilyn Dietz, for the follow. We appreciate all the new followers tonight of Food Talk TV. And thank you all for coming in. We'd appreciate it if you know anybody out there that might enjoy this, to share the live. And please give Melissa some love by tapping the screen.
Yes, and follow me too, guys. I have a channel that I go on 3 or 4 times a week.
Yes, that is MelissaMurd.
Uh-huh.
MelissaMurd.
Excuse me.
And she does the same thing we're doing here, cooking.
I cook, and then Mark and I play and just hang out. So we're going to put this in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes, or whenever it's all good and melted. Get off of me, scoot back. Okay. Sorry, it just really, I'm kind of claustrophobic, to be honest. All right, get back.
Yes, Jimmy Slower, thank you for coming in. Those are enchiladas. Those are Texas cheese enchiladas with a beef sauce, beef gravy on them. I'll get a little bit better angle here.
Watch out.
There we go.
Honey, you hit that hot oil and pour it on you. You're in the hospital for a long time. Pay attention.
Yeah, I am. I know.
Okay.
Where it is. Thank you, Rachel, for sharing the live.
All right, we're going to fry up some chips super quick.
Yes, I am, DS.
This is at 350 degrees. These are this oil is perfect to fry chips. We are just going to fry some chips up super quick. Guys, don't throw away your oil. Reuse it. The only time you really got to be worried about it is if you let it get really dirty, or if it smells rancid. No. Rancid oil is disgusting.
Hey, Ronald Sweeney, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in, Ronald. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? Thank you, Rachel, for all the shares, and everybody else that has been kind enough to share the live. And we appreciate all your attention tonight, coming in and spending time with Melissa.
Look at this, guys. You see what this is? That is a perfect pocket of love that you could put hot sauce in.
Mm-hmm. So Birdie had a question. She said, how do you strain your oil?
What I do is I pour it through a coffee filter. I pour it through a coffee filter into another pot, and then I put it back in here. Oh yeah, those are good. And don't overcrowd your pan, guys. Don't overcrowd your pan. Because then if you do, it makes the grease cool down, and then you get soggy chips. And yeah, you guys see some stuff coming up on my chips. That's okay, because I didn't strain it. I just made chips 2 days ago, and I'm like, I don't care. So
thank you, Babs, for the lightning bolts. And Birdie said actually she also tried a coffee strainer, but it took a long time.
Forever. The other thing you can do, Birdie, is like get a cheesecloth. I also like to salt my chips when they come out, so it might stick better. The salt will stick better.
Yes, thank you, Babs and Taylor, for the lightning bolts.
I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you all for the gifts. Those help Food Talk TV operate daily like we do, bring you great creators. So Ellie Mae said she makes chips in the air fryer or oven.
That works too.
Rather than deep frying.
Yep, that works too, Ellie Mae. That's a great tip. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Lori also does hers through a coffee filter. Oh, Taylor said she has a oil streaming device, so
that's pretty cool.
Says she'll do a video.
Good. That's awesome. The other thing, guys, is you want to make sure you cook them until they start to float. And when they're not bubbling so much, because tortillas are going to float, let's be honest. But when they start really not bubbling around them, that means they're done. So you can see that they're not really overly bubbling anymore. So they're done.
Yep.
So we're going to pull them out.
Hey, Jack and Paisley, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you for
Long time
coming
no see.
in. Yeah, so...
she might be interested in the gift that we're giving.
That's true.
Jack and Paisley, guess what? We are giving a gift in September. We're giving a pretty all right Breakfast Club shirt.
That's right. And those are nice.
They're very nice. So well embroidered. They're just awesome.
So, Dobo had a question. Do you make sopapillas?
I don't yet. I have. I have made sopapillas, but they were a frozen sopapilla dough. I just looked one up because I had a follower ask me last night about it. They wanted me to make some. So I looked up a recipe and we were going to be doing that soon.
Rachel, thank you for sharing with more than 10 friends.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
that so much. Fire Mom wanted to know, what tortillas are you using?
These are Mission Extra Thin Yellow Gold. I like yellow corn tortillas. A lot of people like white. I like yellow cornmeal when I make cornbread. A lot of people like white. It's just a preference. El Milagro is a great brand. If you can get them fresh from a tortilleria, that's a good thing. But these are always solid, and I love to use them when making enchiladas. And chips, consequently.
That's cool, Tim. Tim has a deep fryer that actually has a built-in filter. That
is awesome.
And yes, Babs, you're right. She said they sound crunchy. Oh my goodness, I was telling Melissa this last week when she did some. I said, it's hard to go back now to eating the ones in the restaurant and out of the store.
He's not loving the ones that I buy at the store anymore.
They are extremely crunchy. Delicious. Oh, thank you to Millie for coming in tonight and giving us a follow here at Food Talk TV. If any of you are new here to the channel at Food Talk TV and you like what you're seeing, please give us a follow. We'd appreciate it. And also, if you could all tap the screen, give Melissa some love through that. And also share the live with your friends. Hey, Kaz, how are you?
Hey,
Kaz,
come have some enchiladas, Kaz.
Those of you who don't know, he is the creator and CEO of Food Talk TV.
And FTTV.
Yes, absolutely.
He is the big kahuna.
So Maddie said homemade is way better than those horrible Tostitos chips. Well, you know, when you don't have any other option, those will do in a pinch. But yeah, I mean, we'll let you hear the crunch here in a bit because they definitely are very crunchy.
Mark goes completely nutso over them. Show everybody my peach pie that I burned.
Yes.
I made that this weekend for him. I burned it. I'm not a baker. I am not a baker, peeps.
It's still wonderful.
I'm not a baker, peeps.
I'm not going to
You put ice cream
shy
on it,
away
warm
from
it up,
it.
and put ice cream on it. He'll eat it.
Absolutely.
All right, you want to show everybody in the Easy Bake what we got going on?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Evie Horvath, for sharing the live. We appreciate you coming in tonight to Food Talk TV. There we go, everybody. Got the enchiladas bubbling. I don't know if you can see the bubbling very well, but they are bubbling away. Those are going to be delicious. Wow, with the beef chili on them.
Beef chili gravy, homemade.
Yes,
homemade.
absolutely.
Y'all can get the recipe on Food Talk TV.
Yes, it is up on the website right now, FoodtokTV.com.
And we're just finishing off with some homemade chips. And then I'm going to turn this grease off. All right, off. Can you step back, honey?
Yes.
Because I don't want to burn you or anybody or anything.
Thank you, Deborah, for the rose. We appreciate that very much. So I know you were mentioning to people the little device you were using a minute ago is a spider.
Yeah, that's a spider. And I like that one in particular because the grease really seems to hang on to it. It's a Chinese spider.
Kingsley Y, good evening. How are you?
Okay, I just kicked him out of the way. All right, guys, so now I'm going to make that real quick salsa I was telling you about. Super duper quick. Anybody can make it. This is a can of high quality HEB whole peeled tomatoes.
Oh, thank you. It's only me. Thanks for coming in. She said, I love your lives.
Thank you. You're so sweet. All right, we got a can of off-brand Rotel, and it's a great can. You see, it's a great value.
You know what? I know you were speaking to Red Wagon DS, but I'll tell you what, I had homemade vanilla ice cream with my pie. Hey, Mr. Mini Mood, Nazim, good to see you. How are you?
All right. So
Babs could see the bubbling.
Yep, I put in a jalapeno that I took the seeds out. This is like half of a very small onion, and then I also put in a garlic clove.
That's funny, Birdie. I say that all the time too. High quality H2O.
So loud. Okay, now we're gonna add a little bit of pepper because I like to put pepper in my salsa. Why not? It's supposed to be spicy.
Yeah, I know, Bertie, you said, please someone get my reference. I know exactly what you're referencing.
What did she say?
She said high quality H2O.
What? Oh.
Adam Sandler movie.
Yes, high quality H2O, absolutely. And we're gonna put a little bit of cilantro because we do not have the soap gene here.
I love that movie.
You can make it as fine or as coarse as you want. That's good enough for me. I am an easy peasy person. Anyway, this is gonna taste like Gerber. It's not even gonna be hot. I like hot. This is for Mark. It's Gerber. Gerber. Gerber baby sweet hot sauce.
So, hey, good evening, Wild Man. Good to see you. Melissa is making Texas cheese enchiladas tonight. Of course, she's making a very quick salsa right here. And there are the enchiladas. And those are cheese enchiladas with a beef chili sauce on them.
All right, that's kind of delicious if I have to tell the truth.
And she just deep fried some chips that are right here.
All right, let's go. We're gonna serve this up. We're gonna be close to on time. How about them apples?
Yeah, we greatly thank y'all and appreciate y'all tapping tonight. All the likes, we're over 40,000 likes now.
Whoa. Guys, I don't
Y'all
see
guys are
numbers
incredible.
or anything. I don't see numbers. I am all... Food Talk TV is really great. They want somebody in your box, whether it is another creator or your spouse or a friend. And the reason for that is they want you to be able to concentrate on your art, what you do. And so this is what I do. And I have been blessed to be able to do that with my husband. Being able to be my... Would y'all look at that? Get out of here already. That's amazing.
God, those look awesome. Smell awesome too. So,
all right, I'm gonna get in my asbestos hands because let me tell you something, guys. That's 400 degrees of hottie McHot hot. And I don't want any part of that. I got plenty of burns on my own. All right, those are out.
oh, thank you, Tim. Tim said it looks wonderful. He's got to run, but he
Thanks,
said
Tim.
it looks wonderful. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you,
We appreciate you
friends.
coming in and spending time with us,
We
as
do.
well as everybody else.
All right, so we know this is Truett's. And now they really do need to sit, guys, for just a few minutes.
Bertie said, you said in your box.
Birdie. Birdie thinks like I do. I'm sorry. All right. So we are going to, let me see if I can set this up.
She said Taylor showed her age with not knowing who the Adam Sandler's A Water Boy is. That's one of my favorite all-time movies, actually.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I love when they go over to his house and Mom's frying an anaconda,
Oh.
and alligator, and all kinds of stuff. That's
Exactly.
hilarious. All right.
Oh, hey, Todd, how are you? He said, hello, Mark and Melissa. Notice how sharp when the food's done?
Hey,
What?
that's what a good friend always
That's
does.
right. Well, hey, Todd, we just appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, I don't care when you come. Scoot back, please.
We appreciate all of you for coming in tonight and spending time with us and watching Melissa make this awesome meal of Texas cheese enchiladas.
And you're supposed to let them just sit for a couple minutes, but because we're on time constraints, we're not doing this. We're gonna serve them. Hey, that doesn't look bad at all, peeps. Hey, peeps! Mm-hmm. Let's get some of that delicious graviness on here.
Kingsley White, glad you asked. He wanted to know where you can find the recipe for it. It is on the FoodtokTV.com website. And it is up there and available right now thanks to Taylor.
Yep. And here's the gravy that we didn't use, but I'll be sucking up with a spoon shortly.
Yep, and she's not kidding. She will. Those look delicious.
Thank you, honey.
And I know they're going to be. Melissa Hollywood said, yum.
Thank you, Melissa. Sissy poo.
Maddie said that. Melissa rules.
Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet.
Kingsley White said, looks great.
Thank you.
Hey, Maria, how you doing? Good to see you, Maria. Melissa Hollywood said, I want some of that.
Come on. All right, so I'm not a beautiful plater. We all know this, and it's okay. I have other strengths. I can take a top off of a root beer super quick.
Well, the food tastes darn good. Oh, thank you, Nikki Lou. Thanks for coming in tonight. Nikki Lou said, looks delicious. I'm so glad I found your channel. Yeah, thank you, Nikki Lou. We appreciate you coming in and finding Food Talk TV.
You know, follow me too.
Yes, I will pin Melissa's name up there in a minute because all the creators on Food Talk TV and Nikki, if you're not familiar with us, and anybody else that's new to the channel, we're on 7 days a week, every day of the week, most days, multiple times a day. We are on every Monday night, the same time, same place at 6 o'clock Central.
I don't care what day it is. It could be Christmas Day, it could be New Year's Day. MelissaMurd's going to be here as long as they have me. That's
right, absolutely. And then we go on Melissa's channel, which is MelissaMurd, Melissa and M-U-R-D. On average of 3 times a week.
How's that, Taylor Rose?
Wow.
That is some plating for the MelissaMurd. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, you're welcome, Nikki Lou. Thank you for coming in. Said love your recipes.
Oh, I love
yes,
you,
all the recipes, as we just talked about, are on the Food Talk TV website currently, and those are usually posted
Where's your phone?
shortly before the creator goes on to do their. Yes.
Can you get me there?
Yes. Sorry, everybody. I can't wait to eat that.
You're fixing to.
It's going to be yummy. So, of course, we have the salsa that Melissa did in the blender. Nice, quick, easy salsa. And what did you use all in your salsa again?
It was peeled tomatoes. Wow! A Rotel can of tomatoes. That was crazy. It's like a ghost through the refrigerator door in my back. A garlic clove, Rotel tomatoes, but nothing store-bought. I mean, everything's just store brand. So it was peeled tomatoes. A can of peeled tomatoes, I think, is about 10.5 ounce can. Let me look.
Taylor said beautiful.
10 ounces and a 10.5 ounce. Thank you, Taylor. And one huge, giant garlic clove that was fresh. I used one jalapeno that I deveined and de-seeded, and a handful of cilantro and some salt and pepper, and about a half of a very small white onion. It's Gerber. It's not hot, but I made it for Mark.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that, Taylor. Any of the live shows that you might want to watch again, you didn't catch all of, or you didn't get a chance to see, you can actually go on YouTube.
No, don't follow me everywhere.
Okay.
Leave me alone. Okay.
All right. So, in YouTube and Facebook, and you can watch those in their entirety as well.
Woo-hoo, I'm thinking cheese pull. Woo, cheese pull.
And then also remember, if you want any creator to make you a particular dish or want to request something, you can go on Cook This For Me, the number 4, Cook This, the number 4 me.com.
Oh my gosh, get out of here.
And make a request.
This is so great.
For any kind of meal, even for a specific creator.
All right, I really can't wait to see Mark's face. And yeah, I'm using a chip just to spoon it in because this is Gerber hot sauce for me. No, this is mine.
Oh,
don't be reaching for it.
Pam said you can't wait to make them.
All right. Ready, set, go. Yay, me. All right, let's see my husband's reaction,
right,
guys, before we let you go.
So Todd said he thought the root beer was trying to get out.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, the root beer's not going to have any problem escaping here in a little bit.
And
I'm going to let him go.
Yes, even said great presentation.
Thank you, sweetheart.
So too. All right. Oh, man. Those are awesome. Take another quick bite.
Thank you,
Now
babe.
go by the salsa. Those are really good.
Thank you.
The
gravy's spectacular.
gravy is awesome. The enchiladas are
Well, you know, that's the whole thing here in South Texas. We only have American cheese. I like cheddar cheese
Wonderfully
enchiladas.
cheesy. All right.
Get a chip. Give them the crunch, baby.
Okay, yeah, I'll give them the crunch first.
That's what my baby loves.
That is some awesome crunch.
Thank you, honey bun.
I know the other night, Melissa, she's always got salsa in the house, and she's like, "You're hardly putting anything on the chip." I like the crunch. That's good.
Yay.
Not too hot.
No. Okay. Let's say goodnight to our pals. Guys, thank you so much for coming in and watching The Spice is Right. I look forward to cooking for you again soon. If you're not following Food Talk TV, give us a follow. We have multiple creators. We're bringing on new creators all of the time. If you want this recipe, you can go on Food Talk TV. It is posted on there, and the recipe is for 4 to 6 people that are posted on there. I'd say 4 to 5, especially if they're growing boys or men in the house. I made a smaller version because it's just Mark and I tonight, but it is really, really good, guys. And feel free to reach out to me personally under MelissaMurd. Follow us. You can reach out to me. You can DM me and ask me questions. I'm happy to help in any way, shape, or form I can. And yeah, just thank you so much. We'll be here 365 days a year on Monday nights at 6 o'clock. The Spice is Right.
Yep, that's right. And we'll give you one last look here. Thank you, everybody, for all your time tonight, spending time with us. Thank you for all the likes, 46,000 likes.
Woo!
Incredible. Thank y'all so much. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for all the gifts.
And the bottom of our stomachs.
Yes, absolutely. And we hope to catch some of you on our lives this week. And we look forward to seeing you all hopefully next Monday night as well, 6 p.m.
And then y'all can also tune in to MelissaMurd. We go live 3 or 4 times a week too also. But Monday nights, I promise you're going to find us here on The Spice is Right at 6 Central.
Absolutely. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And y'all have a great rest of the week.
Thanks, guys. Those are so good.